New Scams, Unauthorized Online Accounts. Part 1. Unwanted Accounts. Recently, your company's C-level executives, including your COO and a few administrative-level employees, began receiving emails with messages such as, "Thank you for opening an account," and "Thank you for subscribing," even though none of them had signed up for these services. The Information Security Department began investigating the cause and worked to reduce any potential risks to the company's data. The accounts were real, and it appeared someone was using their names and work email addresses to create accounts on various websites. But why? It didn't affect corporate data, so the staff was instructed to change their passwords, and the issue was deprioritized. Part 2. Attackers are back. A few days later, a few C-level executives received various phone calls from someone claiming to be a member of the information security team. Eventually, the caller reached the COO, presenting himself as a senior member of the information security team. He used a team member's full name and spoofed the caller ID to appear legitimate. The attacker claimed that the information security team had received complaints and was reviewing a ticket in the system. He said he needed remote access to the COO's computer for 5 minutes to check for one more vulnerability and run a scan. The caller requested that the COO download a small piece of software to allow him to connect to the COO's computer remotely to conduct a very brief scan to ensure everything was in order. Part 3. Safety Measures. Impersonation attacks often exploit various tactics to manipulate victims. In this case, the scammers did their homework to build trust and make the scam seem more legitimate. The request for remote access and the software installation link are classic red flags in phishing and social engineering attacks. If the COO had complied, the scammer would have gained access to his credentials, potentially installed ransomware, malware, or a keylogger on his device, and could have compromised the entire network. Scammers often mimic team members by using names and titles found on company websites, employee directories, and conference participant lists, or by buying information from lead generation companies. They may also pull data from past breaches. Attackers can very easily use spoofed phone numbers or pose as IT support staff, creating trust. By referencing issues they've fabricated, they make their requests sound legitimate. Once trust is established, attackers may push for access to sensitive systems under the pretense of helping with an urgent issue, using other tactics to gain access to the company's computers, network, and data. Part 3. How to train your team. Having security software tools, network security measures, and robust security policies and procedures is definitely essential for maintaining a safer cybersecurity environment at the corporate level. However, attackers continue to develop new schemes, and the human factor remains the primary avenue for cybercriminals to exploit. And as you may know, 98% of all cyber attacks involve a social engineering component. A simple list of procedures is no longer enough. Continuous awareness, reminders, and testing are key. It's impossible to cover every potential scenario, just as there's no way to train someone for every possible self-defense situation. And while the cost of cybercrime is expected to exceed $10.5 trillion by 2025, the attackers continue to advance the complexity of their scams, building them around human psychology, utilizing AI-based voice cloning, spoofing, and many other techniques. At CyberSecurityEasy.com LLC, we provide customized professional development coaching sessions to cover phishing scams and social engineering attacks. We test your staff's response rate to phishing under different scenarios and for our coaching to meet your specific needs. Our goal is to make the principles of phishing attacks and social engineering scams easier to understand. Reach out to us for your professional development and coaching needs. Call 847-845-9360 or email us at info@cybersecurityeasy.com. We are CyberSecurityEasy.com LLC, and the word easy is in our name. Copyright 2024, CyberSecurityEasy.com LLC.